All right, maybe you want to see the mat. How about that? Okay, lie on your back for me. And just place your feet flat on the floor. Take a moment to get yourself centered, making sure that that pelvis is lined up with your shoulders and your pelvis is lined up with your feet. And then reach those arms down to the mat. Take a moment to press the back of your arms into the mat to open that chest. And then you want to feel that your rib cage is settling down as well. And we're going to take a deep breath in. And exhale all of the air out through the nose. Deepening your scoop. And again, breathing in. And breathing out. Engaging the abdominals, no movement of the spine, just feeling that inward and upward lift of the abdominals and the drawing up of the pelvic floor. And again, breathing in. Feeling those ribs expanding right out into the side of those upper arms and into the back of the mat. And exhale. And one more time, inhale. And exhale, drawing the belly muscles in and up. Let's take that into a tilt. So exhale, continue rolling the tailbone, but keep that lower back lengthened into the mat. So your pelvis moves, inhale, release. And again, exhale, deepen the stomach in, lengthen the tailbone. We're not aggressively pushing that lower back into the mat. We want to feel it lengthening and spreading out across the mat more. And then inhale, release. And a couple more of those, mobilizing your back gently from the work of the powerhouse at the front. Inhale, release. And exhale, scoop your belly. And release. Let's take this into a little clock. So think of the 4 points, the belly button, the pubic bone, the 2 hip bones. Inhale here. Exhale, drop to 3 o'clock. So that would be 1 hip bone. And then to 6, which is the pubic bone reaching. So your lower back will lift a little bit off the mat. Don't overdo it. And then to the other side. And then drawing back through the belly button so you find that tilt. And then go the other way. So it's just a small, subtle movement. Reach that opposite side down so you're at 9. At 6, at 3, at 12. And then again, 3, 6, 9, 12. Make sure the abdominals are initiating the movement and over to 9 to 6. This is great if your lower back is feeling grumpy or SI joint is feeling grumpy. And then coming back into 12. And then bend your knees into your chest and just give them a hug in and start to circle those knees. So days get colder, sometimes it takes a little bit longer to get the body moving. And that's reverse. And then slide the left leg down along the mat, pull the right knee into your chest, and just circle the knee here. And take it in the other direction. And then hold behind the thigh, and we're just going to bend and stretch the leg now. Just easy. Coax the stretch. Don't feel like you have to straighten that leg completely. Just a few more times. Keep the breath moving. Bend that knee in. Place that foot across the opposite thigh. Reach through and grab that far leg. Press that right knee open with your elbow. And take a few breaths here. And slowly release. Bring that left knee into your chest. And again, stretch and bend that leg. Squaring off your hips. Last one here. Bend the knee in, place that foot across the opposite thigh, and reach through the legs. Using your left elbow to press that left knee open. And then just thinking of your tailbone reaching down into the mat so that you're not just tucking up the whole pelvis. And you'll find that you get a bigger stretch when you reach that tailbone down through the back of the hips. If you start to tuck your pelvis, you might get a lower back stretch, but let's just keep it a little bit longer. And then lower the feet down, bring both knees to the floor, open your arms to a V or a T, and just let the knees sway from side to side. Work to keep the shoulder blades actively engaged into the mat. And your opposite foot will lift as you come up and over. All right. Once again, bend your knees into your chest. We're going to start with 100. Reach those arms out long. Chin to chest, curl up. Extend those legs to your challenge. Reach and open the chest. Long fingers. And we pump. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. In. Exhale. Can you lift that head up to the ceiling more as you draw those ribs down, those bottom ribs into the mat? And in. 2, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. In. And out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Ready? Hug and hollow the belly to the mat. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Find that deep curl through your upper body. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2. A little bit more squeeze to those inner thighs now. Last one. And exhale. 2, 3, 4. And hold. Bend your knees. Roll up to sit. Have your feet flat on the floor and reach your arms in front. Inhale. Roll back just halfway. Scoop your belly, deepen and lift. Maybe that's lower back touching the mat. And again, exhale, roll back. Hollow the belly. Keep the shoulders drawing back with you. Scoop your belly deeper, 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 and lift back up. And again, exhale. Find a spot where you can manage to lift your arms up now. Try not to lose the scoop. Lower down, deepen your stomach and lift back up. And again, roll back. Keep those ribs drawing back, deepen the stomach, lift those arms up. See if you can get them by your ears. Oh, that's hard. Reach those arms back, deepen your scoop. Let's do one more like that. Roll back, find your challenge, float the arms. Eventually, that's what happens in the teaser. Roll back up, and let's exhale, roll down. You might choose to keep your knees bent, reach the arms back, long, and reach them out of your waist. Arms, head, roll up, scoop the belly, deepen and come forward. I'm going to keep my knees bent today. Exhale, rolling down. Back is feeling a little bit tight. Squeeze the legs, arms reach again, head, curl, deepen your stomach, roll, pull that stomach back here. Exhale, roll down. And reach, and again, arms and head, lift and over, deepen and inhale, exhale, roll down. Long, 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 and again, arms, head, rolling up. Pull the belly in, roll down. Stretch, last one, arms and head, rolling up, lift, and rolling down, all the way. Just stretch those arms back, press the back of the arms to the floor, take a deep breath, let your rib cage rise, and then exhale, draw the ribs down into the mat. Feel that stretch in your shoulder girdle into your back, and again, inhale, just let the ribs lift naturally away from the mat, and then exhale, keeping your arms there, press your ribs into the mat, feel the sternum drawing down, and one more time, inhale, and again, exhale, press the sternum or the breastbone that is to the mat and the ribs, and then reach your arms down, slide your left leg out, lift your right leg up to the ceiling, Slightly rotate it out. Bottom leg is reaching long. Circle one and lift up. Circle and lift up. Circle and lift up. Cross lower and lift. Cross lower and lift. Cross lower and lift. Reverse. Lower, sweep across and up. Lower, keep that pelvis still. Lower, cross and up. Two more. Lower, cross and up. Last one, and in. Bend that knee into your chest. Slide that leg down. Let's do the other side. Lift your left leg up. Squeeze the bottom, both sides. Circle across and lift. Cross, lower and lift. Cross, lower and lift. Cross, lower and lift. Cross, lower and lift. Reverse. Lower, cross and up. Lower, cross and lift. Lower, cross and lift. Two. Last one. Lower the legs. Lift your arms. Feel the arms anchored into your back. Chin to chest. Roll up. Come forward. Let's roll like a ball. Reach around. Ankles behind the thighs. Float those feet up. Go back 1 centimeter only. Deepen your scoop and lift. Try to lift out those lower back bones. Inhale, roll back. Exhale. Hope, Emma, that you have your large blanket around you for the rolling up. Roll up, roll back, I'm sorry. And let's go. Roll back and roll up. Find the lift at the top. And again, rock back, roll up. And again, rock, roll. Two more. Oh, last one. Definitely feel when your back is tighter. It doesn't want to roll quite as nicely. Take your hands back, lift your hips. Take them back, pull one knee into your chest, right down the center. Make sure that knee is in line with the chest on that side. Pull the knee in one and change. Two, and reach, and reach, and reach, and reach. Inhale one, exhale two, inhale three. Let's reach those arms down along like 100 and reach and pull and pull and pull for 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees bend in, lower your head down for a moment and take a little break. All right, let's do the double leg. Heels in, knees apart, curl it up, tailbone on the mat. Press those knees in 1, arms and legs reach up 2. Circle and exhale, squeeze it in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, press heels together. Press those heels together. It's going to help you with that inner thigh connection. Reach, press the heels. 2 more, exhale, reach, exhale, reach, hold, bend. Lower the head. Take a breath. Keep your head side to side if you need that release. Extend one leg up, one leg out, and curl it up. Pull, pull, switch. Pull, pull, switch. Pull, pull, switch. Inhale, exhale. Can you lift your hands a little higher? And then let that leg come to you. Pull, 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 pull. When I say lift high, you're going to keep those legs straight though, wherever you are. Pull, pull. 2, 1. Knees in, head down, take a breather. Just let your hips wiggle side to side here. Movement in that lower back. Hands behind your head. Curl it up. Reach those elbows out in the diagonal so you're creating a broadness through the back of the body, through the back of the arms, out to those elbows. Squeeze those legs. Lower 2, 3, you lift it up. And again, inhale 2, 3, exhale, lift. Inhale 2, 3, exhale. Can you squeeze your bottom and your inner thighs more? 2 more. Last one. Crisscross, twist. Twist that chest. Because you think about it, this is your soul.
before you get to the sole. So not twisting the shoulders so much as a twist in the chest, letting that shoulder girdle come with us. 2, 1, knees bend in, lower your head. Extend those arms and legs out and breathe. And then either rolling in chin to chest, knees to chest and coming up, or rolling up from where you are. Extend your legs out to the sides, arms up. Actually, let's take the hands down today for the other version. Lift up tall, hug the abdominal muscles so you feel like you're hollowing out the front to lift and elongate your back. Chin to chest, exhale over 3, sliding the fingers forward, 2, 1, scoop your belly, lift back up, shoulders back, and again. Head, exhale, 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 roll up, inhale, and lift. Once again, chin to chest, exhale over 3, deepen the stomach in, pull those ribs back, 2, 1, scoop your belly, lifting up tall, one more time, head and exhale over 3, 2, 1, hold it here, reach for wherever you can, feet, shins, etc. Gently draw yourself a little lower into the mat if you can. Breathe into the back. And roll yourself back up. Bring your legs together, come to the front of the mat. Reach around, grab those ankles. Lift up, again, minimum of fuss when you lift. You don't want to hoist yourself back. And again, nice and easy, calm as ever, to take your legs out. Draw again those arm bones into your back, into the shoulder sockets. Inhale, rock. Exhale, roll. Oh, my arms did not want to stay in my back. They wanted to push out, my ribs wanted to push out. So really try and move back as a unit and roll up. A couple more. Last one. Hold, squeeze your legs together at the top, reach those arms, look past your fingers. Hold, deepen the stomach and lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs to the ceiling. Remember, you can place your hands underneath your pelvis here. We're going to take the legs over to the right only. Allow that left hip to lift, but keep the left shoulder blade on the mat. So it's the tick-tock first, and then come back to center. And we go to the other side, keep your heels together. Your right hip will lift, and then the stomach brings you back into the mat. And again, so we're working that twist. Deepen, never throwing the legs back, you're working with control. Again, over. And lift. Bend your knees in for a moment, take a second. Now, as you do the corkscrew, you probably will keep your hips on the mat. If you would like to do a more advanced version, your hip can come off, but you must find that deep control from the abdominals and the powerhouse and the hips. So extend those legs up. I'm going to do it with the hips down. Over to the right, lower, left, center, left. You could pause at any time and still be able to find that deep connection into the powerhouse. And center. Not going to make you, but knowing that we're not swinging the legs. One more time each side. Over, lower, left, center, left, lower, round, and in. Bend your knees into your chest. Roll yourself up. Let's do the sole. Extend those arms out. Take up as much space, much breadth as you can. Inhale, rotate. And again, it's that chest. Think of that crisscross. 2, 1. That's doing the twist. Lift. Other side. Inhale. Exhale. So we're not just twisting the shoulders. The chest is taking us around the corner. Lift. Remember, you can sit on something to get your hips a little higher if your hip flexors are feeling really tight or your hamstrings are tight. Or you can bend your knees. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. scoop the belly, and again rotate. Exhale, 3, 2, 1, lift. And other side, rotate. Exhale, 3, 2, 1, lift. Arms together behind your head. Twist to the right. Reach your right elbow down to the inside of your right knee. From here, bring that top elbow down and twist into that leg, and then open back out again. Reach that chest and roll up. Other side, twist. Left elbow to the inside of that left knee. Bring that right elbow down and rotate. Stretch your upper back. Open the arm out. Roll up. Other side. Inhale. Exhale. In and down. I really like how it stretches the top side of my body. And lift back up. Other side. Reach. And dive in. And open. Roll up. One more time each side. Twist. Lower. In. Open. Up. Last one. Twist and down. And over. And open. Lift. And center. Bring your legs together and turn onto your stomach. Let's take the arms into a W position. Draw those legs together, a little bit more parallel than turned out if you can. So the heels are touching and the big toes are touching. And you're still wrapping the legs, so you're getting that sit bone connection. From here, hover the head up, draw your shoulder blades into your back. Lift those arms up into a W, and then squeeze the shoulder blades together and lower down. And again, isolating more that middle of the back rather than the upper back and shoulders. And we do that by keeping those hands and elbows at the same level. So we feel like we're rotating our arm bones, our humerus, our upper arm bones outward from the shoulder. And lower down. 2 more. Keep the glutes engaged. Last one. And lower, and just rest your head to one side and take a breath here. We're going to take those arms out into a T, palms down. We've been practicing this exercise this week. We've been doing my classes. So you're going to start to roll your shoulders away from the mat. Your palms are going to face upward towards the wall in front of you. And then you're going to lift the chest. And if your arm bones can roll even more, your palms will turn more upward to the ceiling. Fine. That's good. And then lower down and turn your palms down. And again, start to roll the shoulders, turn the palms forward, and then lift, squeezing those legs, and lower down. And again, start to roll, lift, chest up, and lower down. 2 more. Lift. Now, if I'm thinking about my feet, it's interesting because one leg wants to turn out more than the other. So just check yourself. Have you got symmetrical legs? And lower down. Hands back and sit back into your rest pose. Deepen the stomach muscles in and stretch. Let's come back onto the stomach. We'll do the neck roll here. Hands, just take them to wherever feels good for your body. So probably coming up a little higher now. Roll the shoulders down, open the chest and start to lift up and lower. Maybe you don't have to come as high as I do. You're lifting up, but probably a little higher than you were in those exercises where you didn't have the hands to support you. And lower down. And again, lifting up. That feels so tight, too much sitting. Turn over the right shoulder with your head, chin to chest, circle around, look over that left shoulder and center, to the left, down and around to the right, and center, and lower down. Come up onto your forearms here. Chest lifted, legs together. Single leg kick. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Kick, 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 kick. Don't lose that lower abdominal connection. This is really hard to keep that lift. Breathe through it. kick, kick. Last one, kick, kick, and lower. Double leg kick. Take the hands behind your shoulder blades, elbows to the mat. Both legs kick in. Press the pelvis into the mat. 3, 2, 1. Roll the shoulders, interlace your thumbs, and lift. Stomach muscles in and up. Take it to the other side. 1, 2, 3. Resist the urge to push the belly down into the mat to lift you. And again. 1, 2, 3. Lift. And lower. 3, 2, 1. Lift. And lower. One more time each side. 3, 2, 1. Lift. Last one. 3, 2, 1. And reach. And lower. Finish it off. Sit back again into your rest pose. Stretch those hips back. From this position, come up into all fours, and we're going to extend our right foot back on the ball of the foot. So we're pressing out to get a calf stretch here. And that foot is going to slide across to the opposite side. So it's going to go across the body and over across that left leg. And then you're going to twist to your left and look back toward that heel. And I feel a big stretch to the side of my waist. A little bit into my left glute, but you know, everyone will be different here, so don't worry. So if you can press that heel away, get a little bit more length through that right waist. And then drawing it back into center, place that knee down, other side. Slide your left leg out in the ball of the foot. And then it crosses over and you twist to look back. So I'm stretching out my left waist now. Pushing out through that right heel. No, I'm sorry, my left heel. It's got me confused because it's crossing over my body. And then back into the center. And then turn onto your back. With your knees bent, let's do some bridges here. All right. Arms reach down. Take a deep breath into the bottom. On your exhale, hollow the belly, roll your tailbone and lift your hips. Nice and even, hold. Take a moment to draw your hip bones back towards the front ribs. And then exhale, lower down. Think of it as your thigh stretch position or your chest expansion position. Scoop the belly and rolling up. More thigh stretch, really. Looking at the angle of the knees. Inhale. Draw the hip bones toward the ribs at the front. Feel that length through the lower back. Exhale and lengthen down. Settle your spine on the mat. Inhale and again, scoop your belly. Rolling up. Hold at the top. Press your arms into the mat. Lift a leg up. Lower down. Other side. Left leg lifts. And lowers. And lift. And lower, and lift, and lower. One more time each side, and lift, and lower. Last one, and lower and hold. Exhale, peel down through the mat, and release. And then gently draw your knees into your chest. Rolling up, turning onto your side. All right, hand behind the head, legs to the front. Find that deep hinge at your hip joint. Lift the leg up, point it, rotate it and lengthen. Kick it forward, 1, 2, reach back. And again, 1, 2, reach and stretch. And again, 1, 2, and reach. And 1, 2, and reach. 2 more. 1, 2, and reach. Last one. 1, 2, and reach. Hold it behind, bend the knee, reach back into a quad stretch. Gently press that heel a little deeper into your bottom if that doesn't disturb your knee too much. And then slowly and with control, release that leg. Take it back behind you or go into the bicycle. Heel to butt, 1. Knee forward, hinge in your hips and extend. Reach back, heel, knee, stretch, back, heel, knee, reverse, heel, knee, and extend. And again, reach, heel, make sure that knee doesn't lift here. Mine definitely wants to. There's a bit of a tightness I have through that outer thigh. And reach, hold, bring it back in and circle. 4, 3, 2, reverse. 5, 6, 7, 8, and low. Let's do the développé. Slide the foot up the inside of that shin to your inside of your knee. Take the knee to the back of the shoulder, extend the leg, lower down. And again, in and up, open the knee to the ceiling, bring the knee to the shoulder, extend, and lower down. And again, up, in, out, lower. Lift up. Your lower leg pulls in as deep towards your pelvis as you can, and then lower down. So you're really working that inner thigh and the hamstring. And in as high as you can, even above the knee if you can. Slide it down. Now and again. Lift, in, and lower. Take your foot to the floor. Reach through and grab the ankle. Bottom leg comes back. You can always take your head down here if you want to. Lifting up and lower down. And again, lift and lower. Lift, keep pressing that top knee away. And lift and lower, and then lifting up and hold and circle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Coming up to sit. Sweep around to the other side and get yourself ready. Hand behind the ear or wherever you want it to be. Hinge at your hips. Lift the top leg, turn it out slightly. Kick it forward. 1, 2, and good. Draw your shoulders down your back. And again, 1, 2, and reach. And forward, 2, and reach. And kick, kick, and reach. One more, forward, forward. Reach back, hold, bend your back knee, reach and grab the foot, and give yourself a stretch. Extend that leg back behind you, and we'll go into the bicycle. Heel to butt, knee forward, extend, take it back, heel, knee, reach, back, heel, knee, reverse, heel, knee, reach, forward, heel, knee, reach. Last one, forward, heel, knee, reach, long, and then back into center for the développé. Oh, sorry, for circles. 1, 2, 3, squeeze your bottom, press, 6, 7, and reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Getting a bit lazy there. My waist is dropping. Make sure that you're not letting that go. All right, développé. Slide the leg up in 1. Knee to shoulder and extend. Lower down. And again, in. Reach. Stretch. Lower. Keep going. Sometimes, especially for me with this left leg, my left hip is left stable, which means that my leg doesn't lift as high or as easily. So sometimes it's not about the flexibility that you have, it's about the stability to be able to access your flexibility. So something just to keep in mind. Lift, in, and lower down. Place the foot to the floor, top leg back, lift the leg, and lower, and lift, and lower, for 3, and 2, and 1, and circle for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Come up to sit facing the front. Let's do our teaser. You can do it with one leg or both legs. I'm going to do it with one leg today. Squeeze your knees in. Hands can be on your thighs. Look past your fingers if your arms are reaching up, and then roll down. You kind of want to look where you want your body to go, right? If your head is down, it doesn't encourage you. Feel that lift and lightness. And again, roll down. And roll up. Lucky you if you've got both legs up. We're going to do 2 sets of 3 today. Chin to chest. Deepen and roll. Change legs. Hold. Roll down. Rolling up. Stomach lifts you. Roll down. Roll up. Last one. Roll down. Roll up. Hold if you've got one leg down, lift up for 3, 2, 1, everything reaches down. Stretch out until let your hands push through the heels and just stretch along the mat, nice and long. Bend the knees in, flip onto your stomach. We're going to do the leg pull front support. So if you need a prop, if your weight bearing on your hands isn't working for you, then go ahead and grab your prop. Tuck your toe back, lift your waist up, bring the other leg in, and just take a moment to reach through the crown of the head, squeeze those legs, hug the arm bones into the shoulder sockets, and 3, and 2, and 1. Lower down. Sit back to your heels and stretch. Let's do one more set of those. Tuck your toes, chest lifts light over your hands. And we hold for 3. Grow a little longer. 2, don't just hold the position, go somewhere with it. Even though we're not technically moving, we're still moving millimeter by millimeter within our body. Lower the knees and stretch back. Turn onto your front. Come forward to the front of your mat. Reach under, grab the ankle, and the other for the seal. Try to keep those elbows underneath the calves. 3, 2, 1, roll back. 3, 2, 1, lift. Open, 2, 3, rock. Open, 2, 3, up. Open, 2, 3, rock. Open, 2, 3, lift. 2 more. 1, 2, 3, roll back. 1, 2. We're not going to stand up today. 1, 2, 3, roll back. 1, 2, 3, roll up. And place your knees apart and your feet together. Lifting up tall. And then allow your upper body to round over. And just release your head down. Press your elbows out to the knees. Get a deeper stretch. And then coming up, take your top leg in front of you and lift up onto the leg, onto the shin, and then slide your back leg back, squaring off your hips. Try not to just sit into the position, lengthening it out. You might choose to stay here. If you want to go into a forward stretch over, you can. Being up here gets me more into the front of my left hip. Down here gets me more into my right glute. I actually need the hip stretch, because again, lots of sitting. So if you have been sitting a lot, this is an excellent one to open up that hip joint. And lower down, and let's swing that back leg around. Other side, coming up first and lowering back and down. Again, your choice where you choose to take your body. Try to keep yourself square so you're not dropping down toward one side with the other hip lifted. And then slowly release. You're going to bring those legs back behind you. Stretch back into a child's pose. Deepen your stomach muscles in. Tuck your toes, lift into a downward dog, so press your hips up to the ceiling. Again, if this doesn't work for you, just stay into a child's pose here, or you can round your back on all fours. And then step your feet into your hands. Can you do it with relatively straight legs? At least not bending them more as you come through. Kind of think of the elephant on the reformer. Squeeze your heels together, squeeze your legs, lift your waist, roll yourself up. Standing tall, lower the arms down, take a deep breath, integrate your posture and standing. One more breath. And we're done. We're done.